Go time, here you go.
There's this moment when a trick goes wrong and you know it's going wrong. It's that weird flow state where you're trying to minimize what the bad result is going to be. My name is Chad Kagi. I had a 20-year career, 18 years of competing at X Games, 15 medals, and I won 4 times. And just recently landed here in Leawood, Kansas.
Everything he's known in life has changed. Bikes and even the risks. And the good and the bad days that Chad's had has really defined who he is. Amazing perspective. He's lived more in 38 years than a lot of people have in a lifetime.
I haven't had a day without pain since the day I crashed.
My grandmother bought me my first camera when I was maybe 13. I just fell in love with it. The beauty of being a storyteller or a journalist is that it forces you outside of your comfort zones. These were some of the first pictures I ever made with Special Forces.
I had been browsing on the internet one day, and Time had this thing called Picture of the Week. And lo and behold, there was the guy I was dating's photo, and that was pretty cool to me.
The camera allows journalists to step into a place. Seeing war up close and personal is life-changing. It can't not be, whether you're engaging in it or you're witnessing it. All of your senses are peaked. You know, when you're in Humvees and the 50 cals going off over your head and the smell of those rounds coming down, and they burn you when they touch your skin. To see beheaded people in the streets, and to see wastelands.
He was one of the first journalists to be embedded with the Special Forces.
I got into that world and was able to travel and live with those guys for quite a long time.
He is incredibly talented, incredibly gifted at what he did.
I still remember that. And the guilt I felt that it was maybe because of me.
I didn't touch my brakes, so I went faster than I normally do. I pulled my double backflip on the jump, and when I left the quarter pipe, I went straight up in the air, higher than I normally do, and I lost my bike. I fell about 30 feet.
I just broke my leg. Okay, all right. Stabilize leg, which leg? Right, left? Right. Right leg, stabilize right leg. Check it out for me, please.
2 plates and 4 screws fusing my spine together. I have a plate and 7 screws in my collarbone when that shattered. 9 knee surgeries. I also have a plate and 6 screws in my hands.
On paper, I knew exactly what I was getting into. You can never fully prepare your heart for that, but it really changed once we had our own children. Brooklyn, our daughter, is 3 now. She was born on June 6th. Chad left the following day for X Games. Watching him take the risks he did on a ramp set that concern and that heart-racing love at a whole different level.
Every other major injury I've had, I've been able to push through the pain, recover, get my body back, come back stronger, and this particular injury is a whole different animal. I don't want to push through, be a podium type rider at the risk of not being able to chase my kids in the backyard, throw them up in the air. I can't justify it.
So I did all this war reporting till about the very end of 2008. And like everybody else, the economy struck out and a lot of the work that I was getting paid to do dried up. I was spending time with the Special Forces team, and they took me home back to the main air base there, said our goodbyes, shook hands. On their way back, they were hit by a roadside bomb, and 3 of the gentlemen died. And I still remember that. And the guilt I felt, that it was maybe because of me. One of the guys was a captain. He had just gotten back from leave. He had like a 3-week-old son. And that was hard. You realize you're a very small piece of a puzzle. And more importantly, that it can all be gone in a moment. When I got my mountain bike, it was just nice to be able to disappear. We're only going forward at this point. There's no point looking backwards. You're on camera. So I don't have pangs or bad feelings that I'm not living the life that I need to be doing. There was a moment.
We benefit, and our children benefit, from his ability to be empathetic.
Yeah, you can set it right there. I'll set mine right next to it.
Our best days are yet to come, both as a family and what he's going to accomplish through documentary storytelling.
I don't regret any of the decisions that I made. I still miss it. It's still hard.
I actually would love for the kids to follow in Chad's footprints. If the kids had the opportunity to live their passion as their career, I would support it 100%.
If you finish a day without having checked the box of something you want to do, you've missed out.